The Undeniable Favor of God, Achieving My Present by Walking in the Light of God's Love by Elizabeth Jean Bruce, Ph.D. Chapter 3, Part 4. I tried so hard to remain in the Bay Area and find a postdoctoral position, but it just wasn't happening. I even considered renting a room from a homeowner I located online. I went to view the home in Fremont and was seriously contemplating living in a bedroom at a stranger's home. I told the homeowner that I would bring my parents and get their opinions. My parents came to San Ramon to visit me and view the home I was thinking of moving into in Fremont. They were saying no way as soon as we parked in front of the home. We almost didn't go in. After viewing the home, my parents were very confident that their answer was no. My parents helped me search for other living options in the Tri-Valley area. We seriously considered a trailer home for me, which we thought would be less expensive. When my mother saw that I was so resolute on not moving back home to Sacramento, she warned me that she saw an eviction notice on my door in a dream. I asked my mother, would an eviction notice be on my financial record? She replied, yes, it would. While I was thinking, my mother stated, you don't have to move all of your furniture and bed back home. You can come home until you find a postdoctoral position. This idea was like a light bulb for me because of the things I dreaded was having to move all of my things back and forth. I thought of just moving myself around was much easier for me. I replied, yeah, that's right. I can leave my furniture and things here in storage until I'm ready for them again. We agreed that I would move back home again until I found suitable postdoctoral training. Soon after our decision, I received 2 prospective offers, one at Napa State Hospital, one at Kaiser Medical Center in Redwood City. I pursued both opportunities. In the meantime, I moved back home with my parents. Before I moved away, I was able to say goodbye to the couple I rented my apartment from during my time in San Ramon. I updated them on how things were going and about my 2 prospective opportunities in Napa and Redwood City. They were happy for me and stated that the Napa area was very beautiful and I would enjoy living there. I agreed and thought it would be very nice to live in such an area. Several other people had similar reactions when I told them of my prospective opportunities. Another sign of God's favor for me. While I still lived in San Ramon, I received continued encouraging publicity. I was contacted by the founder and president of the African American Ethnic Sports Hall of Fame. I was chosen to be a recipient of the Personal Education Award. I couldn't believe it. I was receiving more community support. I was featured in the newspaper again in the Sunday, January 29, 2006 edition of the San Ramon Herald, The Valley, on the front page. This time, the story included my acceptance of the African American Ethnic Sports Hall of Fame Personal Education Award. It felt great. Of course, I accepted my award in person. The ceremony was held on February 10, 2006 at the Hyatt San Jose in San Jose, California, for the annual Bay Area induction. It was a beautiful evening. My parents attended the ceremony with me. Prior to the formal ceremony and dinner, there was an informal reception in another dining area. My parents and I were enjoying light appetizers when guess who sat at our table with us? It was a former Raiders football player. He was also receiving an award that evening. He was very pleasant and down to earth. My parents and I enjoyed sitting and talking with him before the formal ceremony began. We took pictures with him, and he signed my program for the evening. I still have all of my souvenirs from that evening, even my name tag that was the centerpiece that reserved our table in the main event dining room, and my reception speech notes. A few days after the event, I received a letter from the founder and president of the African American Ethnic Sports Hall of Fame thanking me for attending the event. I kept that letter also. While becoming acquainted at the African American Ethnic Sports Hall of Fame event, my parents and I found out that our new acquaintance was a former Raiders teammate of the pastor of the church I had joined in Dublin, California. The Well. I enjoyed attending the Well during my time living in San Ramon. The pastor always had encouraging words and was glad to see that great things happened to other people. When my story was in the newspaper, the pastor acknowledged me in front of the congregation on a Sunday morning, and the congregation expressed happiness for me with cheers and clapping. He also stated that I would probably become more renowned in the future. When the church was honoring graduates, I received a professional pen, pencil, calculator set as a graduation gift. After my graduation from PGSP, a few months later, the pastor prophesied that I would be financially free to build my own youth and family clinic without financial debt and be able to give money to others without having to borrow. That was a prophecy I gladly received as confirmation that all of my dreams would come true.